Welcome to our education channel from class 9th ICSE Maths. Chapter 3 is compound interest. This is with using formula we'll do this chapter. Without using already we discussed in previous chapter 2. Now by using the formula how to do the different type of problems here. Okay, with using different concepts. Let me show you some the topics which I explained from this chapter. If you notice here, first, let us see some introduction and compound interest when interest is compounded yearly. Okay, the compounded is yearly is different and same compounded half yearly. Okay, these two type. And find compound interest when rates for successive years are different. Find the principal in compound interest, finding the rate of interest and finding the time also. In using compound interest, the different type of questions. And the important thing is the when difference between compound interest and simple interest is given, how to find out the principal. And find compound interest when period is not a complete number of years, like 2 years 4 months, 3 years 6 months. These type of questions also we will see here. Okay, again compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly we'll see. And next one is a growth and depreciation. So these two topics including different methods, so the questions will come and how to solve using the formula. So using the formula and how to remember the formula also, let us learn one by one from this chapter. Calculate compound interest when the interest is compounded yearly. So how to find out the compound interest when the interest is compounded yearly. Okay, when yearly compounded, let us see the problem. Actually, when the interest is compounded yearly, the formula to finding the amount. So A is equals to, amount is equals to P into, in the bracket, 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N, to the power N. So here is A is the amount. Okay, we have to find out the amount. So A is the amount and P, we should know every term, no? Okay, the P is here principal amount, P is the principal and R is the rate of interest. So this is rate of interest compounded yearly, rate of interest compounded yearly, and N is number of years. How many years we want to calculate, that is N. N is the number of years. Okay, so this is the formula. You remember, amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N. So this power N is only for 1 plus R by 100. 1 is separate. Don't get confused. 1 plus R by 100 is the fraction. Yes, let us see the problem now. For example, calculate the compound interest or calculate the amount. Calculate the amount on rupees 7,500 in 2 years. In 2 years at 6% per annum. Compounded annually. So they'll mention compulsory this word. You have to check in the question. They mention compounded annually or not. So this is compounded annually. Means every year the interest will be repeated. That is meaning of compounded annually. Okay. So this is the formula, right? According to the given data, we must know that calculate the amount on 7,500. So P is equals to 7,500 time N is equals to 2 because number of years, 2 years it is, and R is equals to rate of interest, that is 6%. So per annum it is compounded annually. Because of compounded annually, the formula amount is equals to P into, in the bracket, 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power N. Okay, so in this formula we will apply. This is a direct straight formula to find out the compound interest. This is actually formula to find out the amount first. So we have to find out the amount value, then we'll find out the compound interest also. But in this problem only calculate the amount. Okay, the formula is A. And that is P value 7,500, 1 plus R is 6 by 100 whole to the power 2. Now within the bracket you have to do LCM first. Okay, 7500 into 1 plus 6 by 100 is 106 by 100 for this whole square. So that means 2 times. So we can calculate this 7500 into 106 by 100 into 106 by 100. Because of power 2, no, 2 times. You can cancel this 100 ones are 175 times. 75 100, 25 threes are 25 fours are 100. So after cancellation, this 2 table, 2 twos are 53. Again 2 ones are 2 53s, right? So finally 3 into 53 into 53. So you can multiply, you get the amount 8427. So required amount is this. So this is a value. Only calculate the amount. For example, in the question, they asked to find out the compound interest also. Then compound interest is equals to amount minus P. We know that. Previous chapter also studied. Compound interest is equal to amount minus P. Amount is 8427 minus P is 7500. So if we calculate that, answer will get. Okay, how much you get? 927. Okay, this is to find out the compound interest. Only amount if they asked in the question, only up to here 8427 and compound interest. So to find out the compound interest, we have to find out the amount first and followed by compound interest. Or else one method directly, if you want to find out the compound interest using the same formula, let me show here. Okay, this is a problem that much, and already we know compound interest is equals to a minus b, right? Okay, let me show you direct formula here. Already we know that compound interest is equals to a minus b, that is equals to compound interest is equals to, already we know a formula, amount is equals to p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. This is the formula for amount, minus again p is there. From together you can take the p common now. If you take the p is the common, in one bracket this is remaining. After taking common, 1 plus r by 100 to the power n minus 1. Okay, p into in the bracket 1 plus r by 100 power n minus 1. First you can calculate this, subtract minus 1, subtract 1 and multiply with p. This is to find out the compound interest. So directly if you want to find out, you can apply this. Compound interest is equals to, same answer will come anyhow. Instead of applying directly this, compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. First amount you can calculate. There is one option. Amount is equals to already p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Then from compound interest is equal to a minus b, or directly you can substitute in this formula to find out the compound interest straight away. Let me show you one question. For example, find the compound interest. Find compound interest on rupees 18,000 in 2 years. In 2 years at 15% per annum. 15% per annum compounded annually. Okay, so to find out the compound interest here, this is the P, right? On 18,000. So according to this formula I'm writing here, 18,000 is the P in the bracket 1 plus R by 100. Rate of interest is 15. 15 by 100 to the power 2, power n. So 2 years minus 1 and close this. If you calculate this, finally we'll get the compound interest. So direct answer. So I can simplify this. So 18,000 in the bracket 1 plus 15 by 100. 15 by 100, I can simplify. Even I can cancel this. 5 3s are 5 2s are 10, 20. 1 plus 3 by 20 is 23 by 20. 23 by 20 whole square minus 1. So 18,000, 23 by 20 2 times. 23 by 20 into 23 by 20, again minus 1. This is one set. Okay. So here is 18,000, but calculation will be big. 23 into 23 by 20 into 20. Just multiply and divide, you'll get 1.3225 and minus 1. So that is finally 18,000 into 1. Yeah, this value is this after calculation. 1.3225 minus 1 is 0.3225. After multiplying this, 5,805. So calculation will be lengthy in case if you apply direct formula, or else find out the amount and subtract from, and the compound interest is equals to, you can use a minus p formula also to get the same answer. Okay, so both are the ways you can apply whatever as per your calculation speed you can apply. So what I suggest is first to find out the amount, then compound interest is equal to a minus b. Instead of taking decimal and lengthy process, that's one of the method. Right, now let us see same finding the compound interest when the rate of interest are different one year to other year. This is a 2 years same rate of interest. No, year by year if the rate of interest is different, let us see those type questions with formula also. Find the compound interest when rates for successive years are different. That means first year is one rate of interest, second year is in different rate of interest. So those type of questions, how to apply using the formula. Okay, and for example, if it is a 3 years or more than 3, any number of years, same formula will take. We know the compound interest topic amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100. We'll write all to the power n, right? N is the number of years. But instead of that, we'll take continuously this. For example, if it is 3 years, we'll take R1. Next again 1 plus R2 by 100. Again 1 plus R3 by 100 and so on. Okay, this is for how many number of years is asked, different rate of interest will apply and so on. For example, if it is a 3 years, 3 rate of interest R1, R2, R3 will not take power n value. There is no number of years. So this is first year, second year and third year. So like that we can separate it. So here is R1 and R2, R3, R so on are the rate of interest for the successive years. If it is 4 years, again into 1 plus R4 by 100 will write. Okay, so this is the basic formula will apply. Now in this and so on, here is R1, R2, R3 are the successive years rate of interest. Let us calculate one problem here using this formula now. Okay, you can see the sum. Calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 12,000 in 3 years when the rates of interest for the successive years are 8%, 10% and 15% respectively. Okay, that means here is the given data. If you observe, P is given 12,000, so rupees 12,000 it is in 3 years. So time is 3 years, but because of 3 rate of interest are different, so R1 8% first year and R2 is equals to 10%, R3 is 15%. This will apply in the formula. Okay, so according to that straight formula, the amount is equals to P into, once you take 1 plus R1 by 100, again 1 plus R2 by 100, 1 plus R3 by 100. Only 3 times you take because of 3 years. So okay, it is a 3 years. Just you can apply the values in this, you'll get the compound amount value first. Amount is 12,000. 1 plus R1 is 8 by 100. Simplify this. Again 1 plus R2 10 by 100. 1 plus 15 by 100. Individually you can calculate or you can simplify inside the term. 8 by 100 is 4 table. 4 2s 8, 425. And this is 0 0 cancel, 1 by 10. It's also 5 table. 5 3 is a 15, 5 20 is a 100. And so finally 12,000 into 1 plus 2 by 25. Okay, 27 by 25 LCM. 1 plus 1 by 10, 11 by 10. 1 plus 3 by 20, 23 by 20. Now this you can calculate completely. 0 0 cancel, again 0. Okay, 2 times 1, 2 times 60. Again 5 table. Here is 5 5 is a 25 and 5 1 is a 5 12, right? So 12 into 27 into 11 by into 23, then divide by 5. Okay, so finally calculate. I just use calculator here for this. 12 into 27 into 11 into 23 divide by 5. We are getting 16,394.40. Okay, so this is the amount by multiplying and dividing. Once you get the amount, then we need to find out the compound interest. So already we know compound interest is equals to A minus B. Amount what we got here, 16,394.40 minus principal is 12,000. Yes, so we can subtract this both, that is the final answer. So get 4 remaining is 4,394.40, right? So this is the compound interest. So compound interest is this for 3 successive years. The main thing formula is we have to apply this formula clearly. Amount is equals to P into, same P in the bracket, 1 plus R1 by 100 into again 1 plus R2 by 100 into 1 plus R3 by 100, so on. Because of 3 years, 3 times to take. 4 years is 4 times. Only 2 years means 2 times. Will not keep n as the power. Okay, so this is the way. And same compound interest, separately we have to calculate the principal amount, time and rate of interest. Those type calculations also we'll see now. Finding the principal in compound interest. So let us see few problems based on how to find out the principal type questions. So in the question you have to find out the p-value by the given data. Okay, let us see one example here. What sum of money will amount to 3,630 in 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest? So here is amount to 3,630. That means amount is given. So the given data, if you can able to write perfectly, then problem is easy. Okay, amount is 3,630 in 2 years. So n is equals to 2 years and r is equals to 10% per annum. Compounded annually it is. Okay, so we have to find out at what sum. The question is what sum of money. So that much amount in 2 years in with the rate of 10% per annum will become 3,630 as amount. Okay, so formula will be same. That is A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. Okay, so in this formula only we will substitute the values which is given directly. Amount is given 3,630. That is equals to P we have to find out. P as it is. In the bracket 1 plus R by 100. R is 10. 10 by 100 to the power 2. Okay, now we can simplify. So this is 0, 10 ones are 10 tens are cancel, right? So P into, now this is 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. 11 by 10 whole square. That is same 3,630. Now we can calculate this. So using this, let me do this side. Same. So 3,630 is equals to P into 11 by 10 whole square. So 11 by 10 into 11 by 10. When you want to find out the value of the P, 3,630, 11 by 10 into 11 by 10, take other side reciprocal. So 10 divided by 11, 10 by 11. Okay, now we can cancel. 11 table we can cancel this, right? 11 3s are 33, 3 carry, 3s are 0. Again 11 times 1, 11 times 30 is 0. So finally P is equal to 30 into 10 into 10. 30 into 10 is 300 into 10 is 3000. Yeah. Calculation is simple, just the same formula will apply and we'll do. Let us see one more question, same concept, you'll get more clear idea. Okay, so this is a problem here. What sum of money will compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum amount to 164. So 164, since already we know compound interest is equals to, on what sum of money will compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum amount to 164. So compound interest you have to calculate now. Okay, p value, but compound interest you can take. Compound interest is given here. So not given amount. The annual amount to 164. On what sum of money will compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum amount to 164. Okay, this we can take. Now compound interest is equals to, formula you know right already, that is p into, in the bracket, 1 plus r by 100 to the power n minus 1. Okay, this is the formula for compound interest directly. Okay, should not get confused. Here is the 164 is the compound interest. So 164 is equals to p into 1 plus r by 100. R is 5 by 100 to the power n, 2 years, minus 1. Okay, this is what you need to calculate. So important thing is the given value is amount to 164. Okay, the statement you should read clearly here. So compound interest becomes this much for what amount. Okay. Now next you can find out the p value from this. So same 164 is equals to p into, in the bracket you simplify. 5 ones are 5, 20, these are 100. 1 plus 1 by 20. So 21 by 20 into again 21 by 20, because power 2. This is one set minus 1. Now calculate p into 21 into 21 is 441 by 20 into 20 is 400 minus 1. Do LCM here. Let us simplify. P in the bracket, 441 minus 400 divided by 400, it is LCM is 400. So P into 441 minus 400 is 41 by 400, that is 164. Now using this, P is equals to 164. 41 by 400 take other side, 400 by 41. Now 41 times 1, 41 times 4 is, yes, 41 into 4 is 164. 4 into 400 is 1600. 1600 is the principal. So we can calculate like this. So p value is 1600. So question only, I'll repeat again clearly. On what sum of money, okay, will compound interest for this much data is this? That means compound interest is given. So we have to find out the p value in this. So p is equal to 1600. So question is important, we have to understand clearly and just substitute the same data in the formula. Similarly, we'll see few more sums to find out the rate percent as well as number of years also. Finding the rate of interest in this compound interest topic. So according to the problem, we have to find out the rate of interest in this question. So let us see how the problems will come and how to solve. Here is the question is, at what rate percent per annum compound interest will 2000 rupees amount to 2315.25 in 3 years. Okay, this amount 2000 becomes 2315.25 in 3 years. So what is the rate of interest? So rate percent you have to calculate. Okay, here is the 2000 is the principal amount, principal, and 2315.25 is the amount. Okay, because that became that much amount. Okay, if you observe the question, according to the formula, amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, whole to the power n. This is the amount formula in compound interest. Same we can apply. So directly I am keeping amount is equals to 2315.25 and principal is 2000. This is 1 plus r by 100, because r only we have to calculate, to the power 3, because n is equal to 3 years. Yes. Now we have to solve this. And when you observe 2000 is multiplying with this, take left side. So 2315.25 by 2000 it is. is equals to 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 3. To solve these problems in simple, this LHS also we have to make it as to the power 3. Some number to the power 3 you have to make. So that is important. Now this is 2315.25 divided by 2000. So we can make it as simplification first. If we remove this decimal point, so what we should write? That means multiply 100 by 100. Okay. Then 231525. If I remove this point, multiply 100 divided by 100. So 2000 into 100 is, this is 2000 into 100. Okay. If we remove this point, we should divide by 100. That's right. And this right side is same, 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 3. To make it as solving simple, we can let us do calculations this side. 100 into, we can cancel with 5 table. So finally 5 table, if you cancel 5 2s are 10, 0 this side, and next same 5 table, cancel this throughout. 5 4s are 20, 3 1, 6 are 30, 3 is a 15, again 2 5, so 0 5 at the same time. More we can simplify, 46,000. Again with 5 table you can cancel. 5 4 is a 20, this is, again how much will come? 5 9, 2 is a 10, 6 1. Okay, if cancel with 5 table. 9261 divided by 2000 into 4. 2000 into 4 is 8000. Okay, let me take one more step. So we got 9261 divided by 2000 into 4 is 8000 is equals to 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 3. So 8008, we know already 8 is the 2 cube, right? 2 power 3 is 8. But this is 8000. So this is nothing but 20 power 3. Similarly, observe 9261, which number cube? 21 cube, because after 20 cube, 21 cube you check. Randomly checking that process. So here, now we can make 9261. That is 21 cube by 8000 is 20 cube. Is equals to 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 3. So after getting now 21 by 20 all to the power 3 is equals to 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 3. Yes, cubes can cancel. Then directly we can write 21 by 20 is equals to 1 plus r by 100. Plus 1, take this side, minus 1. Then from this, r by 100 is equals to 20 by 20 minus 1. So this is 1 by 20. Okay, so then r is equals to 100 by 20, that is equals to 5. So rate of interest is 5%. So calculation is simple, but main we need to observe here what exactly if you take we'll get. So rate of interest is 5% now, right? Let me show you one more problem to make the calculation easy. Okay, so here is the question. You can see this. Okay, so in this problem, a person invests 10,000 for 2 years at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. At the end of 1 year, this sum amounts to 11,200. Calculate the rate of interest per annum. At the end of 1 year, don't take this 2 years. For 2 years, he kept. But at the end of the 1 year, amount is this much became. So same formula. Amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power N. Substitute here. Amount is equals to 11,200. P is 10,000. 1 plus r by 100 all to the power 1 we should take, because at the end of the 1 year, okay, at the end of the 1 year is this. Now same, 11,200 divided by 10,000 is equals to 1 plus r by 100, because power 1 we can remove. Just you can cancel directly. 112 by 100 is equals to 1 plus r by 100. 112 by 100 is equals to 1 plus r by 100 is 100 plus r by 100. Okay, cancel this. Then from this directly we'll get 112 is equals to 100 plus r then R is equals to 12%, right? You'll get directly. Rate of interest is 12%. Okay, so whatever it is, just you can apply the same formula throughout the problems. Even to find out the rate of interest also, you'll apply same. And in case if the power is there, same that power like previous problem you have to do, or else you can directly cancel. Okay. This is the question about, these are the problems about the rate of interest. To calculate in compound interest, you'll get. Even to calculate the number of years or time related sums also, we'll see now. Find the number of years in compound interest. Okay, so number of years will denote with the n in this compound interest topic. So time we can say in years, that is n. So we have to calculate the n value in the formula now. So actually we have the formula about this compound interest, that amount is equals to A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. So n is the number of years, R is the rate of interest, P is the principal, A is amount. Okay, let's have one question, we'll see. Okay, let me show you one simple question, then same concept, later we'll see other problems. Okay, in how many years? Question is, in how many years will rupees 2000 amount to another amount, rupees 2662, okay, at 10% compound interest, 10% per annum compound interest. Yes, we have to calculate this now. In how many years this principal will be amount to 2662. Rate of interest is 10%. Okay, let us apply the same values in the formula. Here is the P is given, that is rupees 2000, and A is equals to, because this 2000 amount to 2662. 2662 is this for amount. Same, R is equals to 10% per annum. N value you have to calculate. Okay, to find out this using the same formula, same will apply. A is equals to 2662 is equals to P into, P is 2000, 1 plus R by 100, R value is 10 by 100 whole to the power n. So for what value of n, this will be equal. 2000 is multiplied with this entire, so take this side, divide 2662 by 2000 is equals to 1 plus 10 by 100 whole to the power n. So to find out n value, we need to make the bases must be same. That means we have to simplify this first. Simplify separately LHS and RHS. We can cancel this 2 table, 2 1000, this 1331. So finally I got 1331 by 1000. Don't cancel more, let us do this also. 1 plus 10 by 100. This 10 ones are 10 times. 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. All to the power n, right? Now you can arrange, you can check. 11 by 10 is the base RHS. LHS also should make it as 11 by 10. If you notice, 1000 is 10 cube. 1000 is 10 to the power 3. Same way 1331 is 11 cube. These both. So from this, 11 to the power 3 by 10 to the power 3 is equals to 11 by 10 whole to the power n. Now we can make this one, 11 by 10 is 11 by 10 whole to the power 3 is equals to 11 by 10 whole to the power n. So if a power m is equal to a power n, then m is equal to n, right? Formula. Okay, then 3 is equals to n. So we can write. So therefore n is equals to 3 years. And we got 3. So 3 years it is n. Time. So in 3 years, this value 2000 is amount to 2662. So same formula will apply throughout these problems also, almost compound interest, even to finding the number of years also same. Okay. And with compound interest and simple interest combinations questions also, let us see. Find the principal when difference between compound interest and simple interest is given. Okay, when they'll give the difference, how to find out the principal? Let us see few questions. Here is the question is, on what sum of money will the difference between the simple interest and compound interest for 2 years at 5% per annum will be equal to 25 rupees. So on what sum of money? What sum of money means you have to find out the p value. So let us find out the compound interest and simple interest separately first. Then difference between them is equals to 25. Okay, so compound interest formula, we know that formula already. That is p into 1 plus r by 100 to the power n. Okay, this is the compound interest formula. This is amount formula. Then minus p. Amount is equals to p into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. Compound interest is again minus p because already we know it. Compound interest is equals to a minus p, right? Amount formula is this minus p. Because they mentioned simple interest and compound interest, direct I am taking this formula. And one more is the simple interest. Simple interest formula is PTR by 100. Okay, this we can take. Let us calculate this both now. First, compound interest. P as it is 1 plus R by 100. 5% per annum. So 5 by 100 whole to the power 2 minus P. This is the compound interest. And simple interest is same. P we have to calculate time, okay, rate of interest. So 2 into 5 by 100. Okay, so if you simplify this both, let us calculate this separately. 5 times 1, 20. 1 plus 1 by 20. So 21 by 20. P into 21 by 20 whole square, again minus P. Let us simplify this. 21 by 20 means 21 into 21 should multiply, again 20 by 20 into 20. So if we calculate this, first let us simplify both, then we'll only go for the subtraction. Okay, so 21 into 20, 441 p by 20 into 20 is 400 minus p. P is p minus 1, right? P by 1. We can take LCM is 400. So 441p minus 400p. So finally we'll get compound interest is equals to 41p by, and this is 400. Okay, so this is the compound interest. And simple interest, you can calculate this. 2 into 5, 10. 1 0. So p by 10. Okay, this is the simple interest. So now, according to the rule, difference between these both is rupees to 5. Actually, compound interest minus simple interest is equals to rupees 25. Compound interest is in this problem 41p by 400 minus p by 10 is equals to 25. You can take this calculations. 41 400 is LCM. 41p minus 10 in 40p is equals to 25. Then 41p minus 40 is p is equals to 400 into 25. Take this side, multiply 25 4s are 10,000. Finally, okay, p value get p is equals to 10,000. This is the finding the amount to the p. This is a given condition. Compound interest minus simple interest is rupees 25. After finding separately, then go for the calculation by based on the method. This is one. Let me show you one more problem, same concept. Here is a question. Okay, this one, observe here, a certain sum of money at compound interest amount to 6,600 in 1 year and to 7,986 in 3 years. Find the sum and rate percent. P value and R value you have to calculate. Okay, this both. First, let us take the given data. Amount in 1 year. Amount in 1 year is, that is given 6,600. but amount in 1 year formula, P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 1, right? Because 1 year, that is equals to 6600. Let it be equation 1. Okay, now same amount, second line, this is given amount to 7986 in 3 years. So in 3 years, that is equals to rupees 7986. That means we can write like this: same P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 3, that is equal to 7986. So using this both the equations, we have to calculate P and R value. So elimination method, that means you have to eliminate one of the variable, P into this and P into this term, right? So let us divide second one divided by first one. So on dividing equation 2 by equation 1, that implies equation 2 is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 3 divided by P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 1. Similarly, RHS 7986 divided by 6600. By dividing this, we can cancel this P and P. Cancel. Now remaining afterwards, we can simplify to get the R value. So a power m by a power n formula, that is 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power 3 minus 1. Okay, 7986 by 6600 can cancel with the 66 table, will cancel. Finally after simplification get 100, 121 both the sides. Okay, now 121 by 100 you can write 11 by 10 whole square. 121 is a 11 square, 100 is a 10 square. 3 minus 1 is 2. So finally we got 1 plus R by 100 whole square is equals to 11 by 10 whole square. Right? By square root on both sides, squares get cancelled. Then finally 1 plus R by 100 is equals to 11 by 10. Yes, we can simplify to get the rate of interest from this. So R by 100 is equals to 11 by 10 minus 1. That is 1 by 10. Okay, 1 by 1 it is. R by 100 is 1 by 10, then R is equals to 10. R is equals to 10%. Rate of interest is 10% now. Simple. 100, take this side, 100 by 10. Once you get rate of interest is 10%, this R value we can substitute in equation 1 or 2 to get the P value. Let us take first equation. First equation is P into 1 plus R by 100 all to the power 1. That is equals to 6600, right? In this R value is 10 we got, you substitute. So P into 1 plus 10 by 100 is equal to 6600. From this you can calculate the principal amount. That is directly 10 times. P into 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. 6600. So then P is equal to 6600 into 10 divided by 11. Cancel this. 11 times 1, 6 times 66. 600 into 10, 6000. So therefore the principal amount is equal to rupees 6000. Okay, that is the P value. Just only elimination we did to cancel the P, we got R value. Once you get rate of interest, substitute in equation 1 or 2, you'll get same P value. Okay, this is the method we can follow to find out this type of sums. Let us see a few more in different concepts. Finding the compound interest when period is not a complete number of years. So when the time period is not given complete number of years, like time is 3 years, 4 years or 2 years, instead of that they'll give combination like 2 years 8 months, 3 years 4 months, okay, 4 years 6 months. Those type of problems, how to apply the formula and do directly, let me show here. Okay, so when the period is not complete number of years, okay, let We'll take one example. Let it be 3 years, say 8 months. The time is 3 years 8 months. Then how to write the formula for amount? So actually amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n, right? This is to the power n, but instead of n, we'll take number of years first. Number of years is 3. Okay, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. In the place of n, 3 we took. Now next, for 8 months, we have to keep one more bracket. 1 plus 8 months will convert into the years. So 8 months is in how many years? 8 months is equals to 8 by 12 years, right? 8 by 12. So in the place here is you can write 8 by 12 and same R by 100. So here is only the number of years we'll write to the whole to the power, but months we can write in this bracket. 1 plus 8 by 12 R by 100, R into 1 by 100. Same. If it is say for example let it be take some other number. Okay, 2 years, 2 years only 3 months. So instead of converting into the years, actually 8 months is 8 by 12 years. So 8 by 12 R we wrote. If it is a 2 years 3 months, the formula then amount is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2. Okay, number of years. Again is multiplied with one more bracket, 1 plus months we can write inside like this. So that is 3 by 12 into R. That means 3R by 12 divided by 100 again. Because of 3 months, 3 by 12 R. If it's 8 months, 8 by 12 R by 100. So this is 3R by 1200 or 8R by 1200 or else 8 by 12 into R by 100. Okay, not of getting confused with this formula. Let me show one example. Okay, one question we'll see here. This is a problem. Calculate the amount and compound interest on 8,000 for 2 years 9 months. 2 years 9 months at 10% per annum compounded annually. Compounded annually it is. Okay, so what you have to take here is first given data. P is equals to rupees 8,000 and R is 10%, and here's the time is given 2 years 9 months combination. So time is equals to 2 years plus 9 months. Okay, let us combination, right? Years and months combined. So then formula amount is equals to directly P into in the bracket 1 plus, first let me write time category, P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power 2 we should take, okay, because of 2 years, into again 1 plus, next 2 months is 9, so 9 by 12 R by 100. Okay, so this is the formula we can apply. According to the years and months, we have to take the formula like this. Okay, just only notice here, this place we are getting number of years and this place we are getting number of months. 2 years 9 months. If it is a 2 years 6 months means 6 by 12 R. Okay, let us apply the values now. So amount is equals to 8,000 into first bracket 1 plus R by 100. R is 10. 10 by 100 to the power 2 into again 1 plus 9 by 12. 9 by 12 into R is 10. Divide by 100. Close the bracket. Yes, if you simplify, that is the final answer. You can cancel this. 10 ones are 10, 10s are 100. Okay. Here also 10, 10 times. Okay, 9 by 12 into 9 by 12 by 10. That means 9 by 120 we can write, or else more you can cancel this. 9 and 12, 3 table. 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. After cancelling 8,000 in first bracket, what you got? 1 plus 1 by 10 whole square into in this bracket 1 plus 3 by 4 by 10. So 3 by 40, because 4 is the denominator, 10 is also denominator. 3 by 40. This we can simplify more. That means 8,000 into 1 plus 1 by 10 is 11 by 10. 11 by 10 whole square, no, 2 times it is. 11 by 10 it is, into 1 plus 3 by 40. 43 by 40. 43 by 40. So if you simplify, there is a final answer. So 3 zeros we can cancel. 4 ones are 4 twos are 2 into 11 into 11 into 43. 11 to 11, 121 into 2 into 43. So finally you'll get so rupees 10,406. I calculated. Okay, this is the value. After getting amount, then compound interest we can calculate. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. Amount we got 10,406 minus principal is given 8,000 in the question. 10,000 minus 10,406 minus 8,000 is 2,406. That is a compound interest. Okay. Compound interest this. Main thing in this, we have to use this concept of this formula. When they will give years and months combination. Okay. Years is 2, months is 9. So we got 2 I kept in this place, 9 is in this place. Only this position will be changed. If it is a 3 years 9 months, 3 and 9 will come. Just only. Okay, this you can remember to calculate the amount or compound interest directly when they will give the combination years and months. Finding the compound interest when the interest is compounded half yearly. So if any question, if you see, instead of compounded annually, if the question is compounded half yearly, this method we have to apply. So any question is given, first let the principal be P. Let me make the formula first for this. Let the principal which is given the question that is equals to P, and rate of interest is equals to capital R, okay, R percentage. This is per annum they'll give, and time is equals to n years. Time is equals to n years. These three they will give in the question: principal amount, rate of interest, and time. Then when it is compounded half yearly, then principal will be same, that is not change. Principal is equals to rupees P, but rate becomes, the rate is equals to, this is a R percent per annum it is. Then R we can take R by 2% half yearly. Because of half yearly, that is R divided by 2. And when you come to this time actually n years. So if it is a 1 year, in 1 year how many half years? 2 are there, right? If it is a 2 years, 4 half years. That means time is equals to 2n will take. 2n half years. Okay, you can see the example also. For example, if it is a 3 years. 3 years means 2 into 3. So 6 half years. In 3 years, there are 6 half years. Okay, in 2 years, 4 half years. If it is a 4 years, then 2 into 4. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. So there are 8 half years. So time must be 2n. In the place of rate of interest, R by 2 will keep. In the place of time, 2n will keep in this compounded half yearly formula. So therefore the amount is equals to the formula when the compounded half yearly, this is the formula now. Amount is equals to P into 1 plus, instead of R will take R by 2 by 100 whole to the power, instead of n 2n will keep. This only change. Actually in the compounded annually formula is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n, right? So in the place of R by 2, in the place of n, 2n. And always n is the number of years, R is the rate of interest. Does not change. R is the rate of interest per annum, n is number of years. But in the place of n, 2n will keep, R place R by 2. Okay, this is the formula to find out the amount. This is compounded half yearly. Okay. Let me show you one problem based on this. Let us how to calculate. Okay, so here is the question. Find the amount and compound interest on 62,500 years. Okay, same it is. So let us take this. 62,500 is the principal. So that is the given. First given data. P is equals to 62,500 and R is equals to rate of interest is 8% per annum. Does not change. R is equal to 8% per annum. And in the place of N is equals to 1.5 year. N is equals to 1/2 years. 1/2 years, if you convert into mixed fraction to improper, 2 ones are 2 plus 1. Okay, 3/2 years. N is equal to 3/2. N is in terms of years only. R is the rate of interest per annum. But because of compounded half yearly, the formula for the amount is equals to A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 to the power 2n. Okay, this is the formula, right? In the place of n, 1.5 year means total 3 half years. Automatically 3 will come in this place. Okay, let us calculate. So this is a formula to find out the amount as we discussed previous. Now P value 62,500, 1 plus R is 8. So 8/2 divided by 100 whole to the power 2n. 2 as it is, n is nothing but 3/2. If it is a mixed fraction, mixed to improper convert. Okay, so 8/2 2n, r by 2 2n, r place is 8, n place is same 3/2. R is rate of interest per annum, n is number of years only. But after substituting here, next step automatically will be changed as your requirement. Then now it becomes 62,500. Rate of interest should be half. 1 plus 8/2 is 4. Okay, 2 ones are 2 fours are. Previously rate of interest is 8%, but when you applying the formula, it became half by 100. And is 2 to cancel, 3 we got. Okay, 3 half years. Right, now we can calculation like same. 62,500, 1 plus 4 by 100. This we can cancel. 250, again 2 ones are 225. 1 plus 1/25 is 26/25 whole to the power 3. So we can write 62,500 into 26/25 3 times. So 26/25 into 26/25. Calculate this. 25 ones are 25, 25 is a 625, 0, 0. Again 25 times 1, 100. Again 25 ones are 25, 4 is 100. Finally 4 into 26 into 26 into 26. So if you calculate, total get 70,304. Right? That is the amount. Amount value we got. Then compound interest we can find out. Compound interest is equals to A minus P. Amount is 70,304 and principal is 625, 62,500, right? Yes, you can simplify, calculate that. So compound interest is equal to difference of that 7,804. So it's the compound interest and it is the amount and compound interest. Okay, main thing is the formula is this. Need not to worry, just the same formula, r by 2 whole to the power 2n. R is rate of interest per annum only, n is number of years. After substituting in these places, next step it will be converted into the half years. Okay, so this is only the formula we can apply. Compound interest when interest is compounded half yearly. Growth and depreciation. So when you come to this, based on this compound interest formula only, we'll apply some concept in this growth and depreciation topic also. Okay, some things like population, weight, height of the child, so height of the tree, they all increase in some over period of time. So the magnitude over the period of time. So that increasing is nothing but growth. The increasing rate is rate of growth. Similarly, the value may be decrease. Okay, the vehicle cost may be decreasing year to year. So that is a depreciation. Just only here, the increasing thing we can take it as a growth. The decreasing the value will take it as a depreciation. Okay, these both. I'll explain the formulas based on this. Then you can apply the formulas in these problems also. Okay. First, let us see about the population. For example, let the present population of a town be P. Same compound interest formula only will apply even for the growth and depreciation also. Okay, let me show in this first one A. Okay, present population of the town BP. So let present population population is equals to the P. So number of persons, let it be P. Then population after n years, and they are increasing with some rate of growth is R%. So increasing in population at R% per annum. Okay. Then if you want to find out the population after n years, population after n years, after 3 years or 4 years, that is n. So number of years to be n. To find out the population after n years, for example, present population is 1 lakh. Every year they are increasing 10%. So population after n years is equals to that P into same how we applied compound interest formula now, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. This is population after n years. So after 3 years, so P into 1 plus R by 100 power 3. So this you apply. And same way, population n years ago. This extra formula we can notice here. This I have seen already in compound interest type. Same way, population n years ago. This is when the growth, when this increasing, we are applying plus symbol. So population n years ago. That means present population is 1 lakh. And for example, this year population is 1 lakh, increasing with the 10% rate. But 3 years back, how much? Or 2 years back. So n years ago. That we can apply same P divided by 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. Same. 3 years ago means P into 1 plus R by 100 power 3. P divided by this we should do. That is the formula for population n years ago. This is after n years, this is n years ago. Present is P. Present is P. After means this formula. Before 2 years or before 3 years, before 10 years. Rate of growth is same, R%. Okay, this is. And same formula if you want to see one more in the same. Okay, let there be increase in population with a different rate growth. Okay, first year let it be R1% and second year is R2%. Then the population after 2 years. Then if you want to find out after 2 years, same like compound interest you apply now, P into 1 plus, we'll take R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100. Instead of 2 years power 2, R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100 will apply. This is one first year is R1%, second is R2%, so on. This also will take so on. Every year is a different rate of growth. Okay, and this is for increasing and decreasing, same formula, but you will keep the minus sign. Okay, that is the same. And population after n years. So for example, decreasing, same logic you apply. If it is increasing, plus, and decreasing is minus. So you can see in the place of plus, minus will keep. Place of plus, minus will keep. After n years, same 1 minus. Okay, if you want to write separately, I'll write here. And for population is decrease every year. So when population is decreasing type questions, if they ask, okay, population decreases, same with the rate of decreasing, decreases with R%. This is a decrease in population at R% per annum. Then same population after n years. If it is every year 10% decreasing, then after n years, then P into same but 1 minus R by 100 all to the power n will take. Okay, same population n years ago. Okay, before is decreasing every year 10% decreasing population. If n years ago means P divided by 1 minus r by 100 all to the power n. Okay. So these type we can apply when there is increasing plus, decreasing is minus. Okay, after n years we'll take like this, but n years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, p by 1 plus r by 100 all power n. Same way, plus means increasing, minus is the decreasing. Okay, that you notice. And when you come to the depreciation is nothing but same increasing, decreasing of population. So when you come to this depreciation, that means this also decreasing, right? Reducing. Depreciation, the value of the machine of an article. So by decreasing year every year. So rate of depreciation is, let it be r%. Then we can take, so value of machine, for example, every year is decreasing with certain rate. Value of the machine after n years. After n years, how the population is decreasing? No, same. But in the place of p, we'll take v. V is the value of the machine. V into 1 minus r by 100 all to the power n. If it is a depreciation, okay, rate of depreciates is r% and value of the machine is v. Present v, this is the present value of machine. If it is the v, then value of the machine after n years is equals to v into 1 minus r by 100 all power n. Same way, value of machine n years ago. N years ago, then we have to take present worth by 1 minus r by 100 all to the power n. N is number of years. So this n years ago. Okay, so mostly these type, same population decreasing and machine value decreasing also, same consider, the terms will be different. Just only remember, increasing is plus sign, decreasing is minus sign, will keep in the formula. Okay, these 6 formulas you just notice. 6 means main 4 we have. Okay, population increasing to n years ago is p divided by this, you'll write. And for successive years, different rate of increasing, we can like this, or decreasing is minus. Okay, so these are the basic formulas you'll apply in this growth and depreciation. Okay, already numerical sums I explained the similar videos. So the concept is same. Already we applied no compound interest. Same way, according to the problems, just apply whichever the formulas required according to the given, you can do it.